I, I tend to be the person that likes to do things as they come, even if it ends up requiring me to just bash my head against it until I just get good enough. Which is why I think I like the Souls games so much, is because that's kind of part of their design philosophy. If you're not good enough to take on the bosses, too bad, you're just gonna try until you get good enough. But, I might actually leave this guy alone, I'm not sure. Like, until I have, a bit more health, maybe some more movement upgrades, since I do think there's like a double jump of sorts, and that would definitely come in handy here. And, just more damage in general. I think I'll make attempts, at least until I get him up to his first, like, break phase, that little bit where they give you time to heal. Assuming that even happens, maybe this fight is so hard that they've removed that feature entirely. But yeah, I'll try to get up to the point where there is some sort of phase change, just to see how long that takes me, how many hits it requires. If it takes a while, then I'll just wait until I've upgraded my nail a few times. But even getting that far is probably going to take quite a few attempts. Yeah, I really want to avoid getting hit by his mace because that does 2 pips of damage. Yeah, really the main difficulty of this fight is the fact that the rubble falls down. If it wasn't for that, I think I actually might be able to do this even with my relative lack of damage. I've actually, I have gotten a little bit better at fighting him. I'm a bit better at recognizing his patterns and moving the proper way. One thing I noted is that if you stay close to him, he likes to jump over you and do that slam down, which importantly does not cause a shockwave. I'm not sure if that attack specifically it was what causes that rubble to fall, or if all of his attacks do. It happens frequently enough that I think all of his strikes do. So that means that downward strike that doesn't cause a shockwave is actually one of his better attacks to bait out because it has next to no range and is thus very easily avoided. Especially since I can, depending on where he jumps up, just dash underneath him and attack him with impunity from the other side while he's still recovering from that animation. If I can repeatedly bait that out, I might actually be able to get him to his next phase. Of course, I actually have to do things properly, which I didn't do there. Yeah, this attempt is not going well. Yeah, I think I'm gonna shut up again. Okay, just a quick little check-in here. After a few more unsuccessful attempts, I realized it would probably go a little bit better if I changed my charm loadout to be more for fighting a boss than going through the areas, so I've decided to go with Soul Catcher, Fragile Strength, get that damage increase, and Grub Song, since I'm getting hit a lot, so getting a little bit of soul would help ease that a little. Holy shit, okay. First time for rest. Is it the time to get in damage? Oh, I should have healed. I really should have healed. I didn't realize it would take him down that quickly, but hey, first phase transition of sorts. First time I actually get off a decent amount of damage, and thus I immediately die, naturally. Alright, first phase down. Alright, second phase down, not bad. Should have enough to heal twice. And I have plenty of time to heal. Oh, just barely not enough. It's infuriating. Alright, he seems to prefer doing leaps now, but not all the time. Oh my god. Can I do this? I can take one hit, and that's it. Right. Is that gonna be it for this fight? Because in the previous one I fell down after him, and then I was able to finish him off. Is there gonna be another phase here, or can I do anything with the Dream Nail? Unfortunately, no. Damn, I actually did it. Nice. First I thought that was not going to be doable at all, but as it turns out it's surprisingly doable. I wanted it, the strength to protect the others. When I saw that knight sleeping, safe in his big armored shell, it wasn't madness that drove me to it. I just wanted it. But in the end, if strength cannot save you, then what can? Oh, that is a shit ton of essence, so that is the main reason to do stuff like this. Wonder if I'll get a chance to refight any of the other bosses. Maybe. Yeah, 300 essence, not bad. Kinda wish I had gotten something else, something more immediately useful, although... How much did that one NPC want me to bring back to her? Was it like 200, 300, 400? I don't quite remember the number. Might be worth going back to her. It's not like it's all that long of a trip anyway. But yeah, that was an amazing fight. I love how I managed to just randomly predict that it would be a refight with the False Knight like 5 minutes before I happened upon it. I mean, granted, I throw out enough guesses that a few of them are bound to turn out to be correct. Just out of sheer pure chance, but still, that amused the hell out of me. And boy, what a refight it was. So I know there's an Iron Man mode and that's apparently the only difficulty increase, but you know what would be an interesting one? If you had to fight that version of the False Knight as your first encounter with him, in like a hard mode. Granted, I'm not sure if that would be doable because I feel like the dash is somewhat necessary for that version of the fight. Maybe you could make do without it with perfect movement, but that might be a little bit difficult even by like the standards of a hard mode difficulty. I think it was the resting grounds that NPC was by, wasn't it? But yeah, that would definitely be an interesting way to do a different version of a harder mode. Just have him be beefed up like the False Knight like that on your first encounter. So yeah, let's see if I have enough essence to do the next thing with this NPC here. Ah, Wielder, you've returned. Let me have a look at the Dream Nail. Ah, your Dream Nail holds over 200 essence. You're proving your talent in its collection. Have you seen that great door just outside? My tribe closed it long ago and forbade its opening. Ah, but as far as I can tell, I'm the only member of my tribe still breathing. That means I needn't feel bad about breaking a taboo. As proof of my belief in you, I'll open the door. Oh, now that's an interesting reward. There, the door is open and you can enter the glade beyond it. Listen closely in there, and you may hear the utterings of bugs long gone. Interesting. So, you've collected 300 essence. Yes, I can see the dreams of this old kingdom are starting to cling to you. Very encouraging. You've certainly made my dreary work here more exciting. Being the caretaker of this place hasn't been very stimulating. I shouldn't complain though, tending these graves and guiding the wielder, all penitence for old crimes. Certain things have to be kept in balance. Take this trinket for your efforts and return with 500 essence. Keep up your tireless work. Hey, oh, perfect, another pale ore. I'll be able to upgrade my weapon again then, assuming I have the geo for it. I'm not sure how much I need, but hopefully I'll have enough. So let's see what this glade is about then. The bugs within this glade are still under my watch. Treat them with respect and you may remain, but raise your nail and you'll contend with me. Okay, well what if I just wait— oh actually no, I want to make sure they don't have anything more to say. I assure you, Wanderer, my nail is sharp and I'll not hold back. Well, I just took down a badass knight. I think I can handle you. Oh, you're not even a fight. All I got was a single essence too. Buy my cookies. They're ever so tasty. So I'm just being a real dick here, ain't I? It's not like I'm getting all that much of a reward from it, just 1 essence per. Beware your own mind, little one. Twisted minds breed dark deeds, and mine was more twisted than most. So says Prince Caspian. I thought it would be my end, but instead I found this glade, and with it a sword of peace. Yeah, well, that piece is gone. Bye-bye, buddy boy. I wonder what would have happened if I had taken them out before the Guardian. If she actually would have tried to attack me. If she even would have been capable of such a feat. Well, I guess it's too late for that, since I already did take it down. I used to help others. They were brought to me sick and dying. What difference did it make? Any victory against death will always be temporary. So says Dr. Chagax. That is an interesting name. Don't fear, little creature. Though a violent rage once possessed me, the peaceful air in this place seems to keep it at bay. Are you a warrior, little one? A true warrior is one who can stand strong in the midst of a storm. I was once obsessed with power, though my time within this glade has shed me of such desire. What folly it was to ever crave such a vicious thing. Yeah, well, now you're gonna shed more than that. Let's see, anything— ooh, I might be able to dash over to the other side. Yes! Secret! Let's see where this leads. Oh-ho! A king's idol. I'm assuming that's another one of those random items I can sell to that collector. Seems to follow the same naming convention. Yep, Wanderer's Journal, Hollowness Seal, and King's Idol. Oh wait, I think— didn't I pick up one of these before and then I sold it to them? I feel like I picked up one before. Yeah, I definitely did. I remember that lore bit. The fact that the king was worshipped through the idol because very few of the citizens ever actually get to see him. I guess that's all that's in this secret little area. If I don't have enough to purchase that blacksmith upgrade, I'll definitely be able to after trading these items. So that's good. Let's see, is that it for the graveyard here? Nope, one more. We're always left with reminders of the errors we've made. Let your mistakes not burden you, but serve as guideposts on where not to travel. Sound advice, and for that I shall give you the gift of true death. Do you like my nails, little wanderer? I carry only 3, far less than the legends may suggest. Still, each nail is sharper than the last, and I'd require only 1 to cut you down. Well, guess what? I only require 1 to cut you down. Are you admiring my fabulous markings? I'm of a distinguished species, you see, though I've not seen another like me for the longest time. And no one else will be seeing you in the near future, that's for damn sure. Oh, even more graves. Are you enjoying your time in our glade? I'd offer advice, though to have made it here you are obviously quite adept at navigating our wool and its perils. Oh, what the hell, no advice even after you promised me? Well, here's what you get for that. Don't fear my rotting form, though my body sheds and changes my core. Wait, I misread that. Though my body sheds and changes, my core remains the same. Well, consider your core cord. All of life's problems can be solved with crushing force. Such a simple mantra, and one I've always lived by. If you weren't so scrawny, I'd suggest you follow my example. Well, I may be scrawny, but I'm tough enough to take you down. You know, I just had a thought. Given the sort of randomness of these NPCs and the fact that they all have a different design, I wonder if this is a Kickstarter back-a thing, since this was a Kickstarter game. Don't judge me by appearance. Though my stature is small, I bear a dark soul, and a tendency to go berserk in battle. Yeah, some of the dialogue, especially ones like this, really makes me think it was like a back-a thing. Like they could have a little bug in the game, an NPC, with its own little saying. Hark, fellow adventurer. Are you heading out into the world? I'd join you, but it's been so long I'd fear I'd lose my head. Well, even without adventuring into the outside world, you'll be losing your head anyway. Watch out! I have an acidic touch and I wouldn't want you getting burned. It's a protection system of my kind, though something of a nuisance when it comes to meeting others. Well, I'm going to relieve anyone you may have visited of that pain by cutting you down. I'll see you soon, she said, though that was long ago. I wonder where she went. Well, you won't be finding out anytime soon. Ah, a wanderer. I've been many places and done a great many things, but I suspect you will outdo me by far. I've long ceased traveling the caverns of Hallownest, and I suspect they're now far more dangerous than in my journeys, though with your capable air, I'm sure you'll do fine. Good luck, it's a vast world out there. It is indeed. I really don't have anything pithy to say in response to that. Oh wow, this guy's just boss. Bossu. I came from far away to reach this place. Though my shell may seem foreign, beneath it I am a bug, the same as you. Indeed, we are of equal stature, which is why I am so easily able to take you down. And, nope, secret area. Ah, here's the true reward for coming here, other than all that incidental dialogue. It's Essence time, because I have to retreat back through this area in its entirety. That's fine. Shouldn't take too long to do that. I'm actually pretty close to having reached the goal of 500 now. I'll probably have to find another tree or two before I can do that, though. I wonder if, the seer will be pissed off or not that I killed everyone at the graveyard here. Might be worth returning to her to talk to her. She might not even react to it. Let's see, any in the yep, so they even put a little bit of essence there to guide you over to this waterfall secret. Let me just make sure there's not any essence inside. Nope. But yeah, this was an interesting little area. Whether it is a Kickstarter backer thing or not, I'm still not sure, but I don't know, it's interesting, just like all these various other bugs who've journeyed from the past and who are now dead and whose spirits have wandered here, I suppose. Oh, I'm gonna have to drop down from up above, that's annoying. I do wonder if it implicates more of the lore of this game, like, I don't know, the fact that they're alive, in a sense, the fact that their spirits are still around. I wonder if that means spirits are a thing in general in this game. Like, maybe that has to do with that whole mist thing, like maybe it's the spirits of the dead congealed into a corrupting mist, or if it's just like a little one-off and this isn't actually going to be important in the grander scheme of things. Okay, this is gonna be tough to get. I have to drop here. Oh, damn it, I missed it. Seriously, why do they have to make this 4 bits of essence such a pain in the ass to collect? Maybe they expect you to have gotten here with more movement upgrades or something. Alright, so I want to drop down here. Yep, perfect. Oh, I missed one, of course. I have the worst luck with this. I suppose that's my own punishment for having slaughtered all these now peaceful spirits. Definitely should have left that first one alive, though. If anyone would react to that slaughter, it would have been her. And I'm curious as to what she would have said. Am I just gonna be like in an endless loop here, like Sisyphus? Always trying to get after this one essence, but just barely far enough away from it. Because it's seeming like that's going to be the case here. God fucking damn it. Oh boy. And if I have to suffer through this, by God, you will suffer through this too. Normally I'm judicious about editing this shit out, but... Okay, good. I completed it anyway, and yep, that was the last piece of essence. The game also seems to be freezing a bit at points, which is a little bit troublesome. It's the first time I've started up the game today, so it can't be that issue I've come across before. Okay, she does not respond to the slaughter of the graveyard. Alright then. Right, so this place should now be far more doable, now that I actually have a source of light. Oh yeah, this is a lot better than it previously was. I'm sure there must be someone out there who successfully brute forced their way through it the first time. But you know what? I'm glad I didn't, because I would have missed out on this. My child, can you still see? Please don't hurt me. Can't sleep with your eyes open, little one. Can't dream if you're still breathing, little one. Precious children, you speak such loathsome things as you sleep. Your claws scratch and scrape. Precious children, a monster has come for us in the dark. Will you sing for me? Oh. Not just yet. Interesting, that sounds like an optional boss fight. One that is hopefully not as difficult as the rematch against the False Knight. The failed champion, as he was called in that encounter. I may have been a bit too hasty in changing my charm loadout back. But first, let's see what's over here. Is that like a little secret passageway? Nope. That's just there to trick you if you try and go through here blind. Pretty sure that that path down there ends up leading back to the right side of where the that dreamer was, that ghost. Ooh, free shard of some sort, mask shard. Nice. 2 more and I get another pip. Glad I came over here, otherwise I would have missed it. Not that it helps immediately. I guess I'll challenge this ghost. Hopefully this goes better than my attempts at the failed champion. I can't hit them. Oh, I can hit the main body though. I'm assuming I'm doing good by striking them, or do I need to do it with the dream nail? it's hard to tell if I'm actually making progress here. I'll try striking with the Dream Nail. Oh. While avoiding these Medusa head pattern ghosts is surprisingly difficult. Where are you? Because in a lot of instances, she is placed such that I can strike her with the Dream Nail without... No, I do seem to be doing damage, and I am gathering soul. I'm assuming I'm on the right track by just attacking her normally. Alright, well I'm not, sure if I would count this as challenging per se. It's hard to avoid taking damage, period, but things are calm enough that I have plenty of chances to heal. Although I may be running out of soul if I keep healing with abandon like that, so I gotta try and avoid taking damage a bit better. Really, it all depends on how much health she has, how long it takes to take her down. Which affects whether or not I'll do it with this attempt, which I'm starting to think I won't. I'm glad I have that increased soul gain from hitting enemies' charm. I need to remember the name of that since it's one I'm probably going to be using a lot. Without that, I probably wouldn't have a chance here. Just what with how often I'm getting struck. Ugh, it's the knockback that really kills me. Well, that's not good. Come on, heal up. Okay. Seriously, this is the oddest fight I've had so far in the game. Really, I'm not even sure I would quantify it as a fight. It's more like a platforming challenge. One that will hopefully end soon because, aside from the fact that I'm close to death, this is getting kind of a bit old. Watch it turn out that I have to strike her enough times without taking damage or something. Or that falling into the pit is actually resetting my progress. Oh, that was down to the wire. Okay. I might fail this attempt. Yep. Nope. Somehow I survived that. Just gotta strike her a few more times and I'll be able to heal. I'm dead. Yeah, I really shouldn't have re-equipped Fragile Greed. Damn, that was surprisingly difficult. Try that again. Not off to the best start, admittedly. Oh god, things are getting more intense now. Oh dear, 2 pips of damage. That's not good. Okay. I was probably close last attempt, and my reward appears to be... I was gonna say essence, but perhaps not. One by one, their eyes closed at last. I felt it, a warm stillness falling over us. I'm sorry I was frightened of you. You were always protecting us, even when we couldn't see you. Take us there, please. A place where light cannot haunt us. A place without dreams. Please. Oh? Hey, my reward was essence, and quite a lot of it for that matter. I was like, what, 200? I've reached the next tier for the seer. Face carved from stone. Yep, sure is. I'm guessing I wouldn't have been able to do something here if I didn't have the dream nail, so this area is pretty much pointless. So yeah, trying to brute force your way gets you absolutely nothing. So I might as well see what the seer has to offer me now that I've reached over 500 essence. Sadly, I do not have a quick way back, I just have to trek the whole way. You know, I've made many comparisons to Dark Souls with this game, and that is a negative one to Dark Souls 1 in particular. The fact that you don't have the ability to freely warp, and so most of the time you have to just trek the long distance if you want to go back to somewhere you've previously been. And that can be incredibly aggravating at times. Ah, Wielder, you've returned. Let me have a look at the dream nail. Ah, 500 essence. You're a master in the making. Well done, well done. I have a small reward for you. Plucked from one of my most precious memories, this charm will bring you and the dream nail closer together still. The secrets of this kingdom won't be able to hide from you any longer. Take it and return once you have collected 700 essence. More gifts await you. Dream Wielder Charm. Let's get out of here. I honestly can't stand her wailing, and let's see what that charm does. Perhaps it's worth using in place of the Fragile Greed charm, since I really don't feel like going back to that one NPC and repairing it again. There it is, down there. Transient charm created for those who wield the dream nail and collect essence. Allows the bearer to charge the dream nail faster and collect more soul when striking foes. Ooh, that could be useful. Does it mean only when striking foes with the dream nail? Because so far that doesn't seem like something I've been able to do. Not that I've tried it a lot. I've mostly only tried it in dreams, which maybe maybe it looks differently there. I might want to test that out. So yeah, not really worth coming all the way back here for, but at least I know the next goal for how much essence I need to collect.